The key to mindset interviewing is listening, not questioning. It's what you hear, not what you ask. What I need you to hear are the thought patterns. Now, to get started, there's only one question I need you to master, and it's not even a question. It's more of a prompt or a discussion starter. Here it is. I'd like to get your advice on something we're dealing with here. That's it. You can use different words to prompt this discussion. You can absolutely develop your own style. But I really want you to develop an appreciation for these particular words first. Advice. It's a really important word. Advice is defined as the guidance or recommendations regarding prudent future action, typically given by someone regarded as knowledgeable. Now, there are three words in this definition that makes the word advice so important to us. They're guidance, recommendations, and future action. The guidance and the recommendations the candidate offers will absolutely bring to life their skills and their experience. And keep in mind, unlike behavioral interviews that, they delve into a candidate's past, mindset interviews forces a discussion about their future action, the actions you're going to live with. When you think of how the word advice is defined, focus on these two words, future action. Future action is such an important phrase because you're hiring future action, aren't you? You're taking a risk. You're placing a bet. Gambling on someone's potential for what? Future action. You're not hiring what someone did, although you're paying for what they did, but that's a topic for another day. As the candidate is giving their advice, you're going to hear their memories, their expectations, and their preconceptions, and you'll be able to start seeing their thought patterns really come to life. Most people don't think out loud, but trust me, this approach forces them to do just that. Now, here's a really key point. Executive hires fail because they can't agree on what prudent future action really is. They can't agree with either their boss or the board, their peers or their subordinates. Sometimes they can't agree with any of them. They fail to achieve what we call a meeting of the minds. One side or the other decides that they can't work with the other. Then the exit visas, they're imminent. So here's a simple technique that can get you started conducting effective mindset interviews. First, don't focus on the competency. Focus on something you'll be evaluating the person on. We refer to this as the opportunity. 2, remember, ask for their advice on the opportunity. 3, listen. Listen for the memories, the expectations, and the preconceptions. Now, these are what you're going to capture in your notes. This is the candidate thinking out loud. And 4th, if the candidate asks for more information on the opportunity, don't offer detail. Respond with, "Sure, what can I tell you?" Answer only the questions they ask. Now, let me explain. The questions they ask are a valuable form of thinking and gives tremendous insight into the candidate's memories, their expectations, and their preconceptions. You get to see their wheels turning as they're thinking out loud. Now, when you ask a behavioral interview question, you're inferring to the candidate what attributes you covet the most. In a mindset interview, the candidate tells you what attributes they think are most important for the opportunity. You don't share the answers to the test up front. Executive hiring requires a meeting of the minds between the candidate, their peer group, their superiors, and their teams. That's what fit is all about. The candidate's memories, expectations, and preconceptions influence what they think of as prudent future actions. This is their advice. Now, this is an easy way to see things now that typically become a problem later, once they're already hired. Okay, Now, it's really hard to fit some of what we offer in a 2-hour training class into a 10-minute video, but I gave it a go. And I hope you found it thought-provoking. Now, you disciples of behavioral interviewing, save the scathing rebuttals. We're not against behavioral interviewing. We're just really for mindset interviewing. Here's some thoughts to leave you with. The key to interviewing is listening, not questioning. In fact, you don't question. You prompt someone to think out loud. Past behavior is proven to not be a reliable predictor of future behavior, but current thinking, it sure can be. Employees put thoughts together into memories, expectations, and preconceptions. And these thought patterns are the key to future behavior. Thought patterns influence how a candidate will react in your unique working environment. And it's that reaction that determines whether the candidate, well, if they're going to be a good fit or one more qualified misfit.